You may begin.
So like we've said, most of you probably don't know about this, but what I'm going to talk to you about today is a terror attack that happened in Norway about 3.5 years ago. July 22nd, 2011, and it was a bomb in the government quarter in Oslo, which is the capital of Norway. And then it was also a shooting at that island called Utøya. So yeah. And this terror attack is comparable to 9/11 for you guys. A lot of people say that it's our 9/11, and yeah, because it was a guy that was 100% Norwegian, so that's kind of different from 9/11 though. But he was 100% Norwegian, and like he did it to his own country, kind of. Yeah, so this one man, he made a bomb out of fertilizer, and he put it in his car, and he drove it to the government quarter in Oslo. He left the car there and then walked away, and it blew up in the early afternoon on July 22nd. And then after that, the government quarter is where the prime minister has his office, and his political party has their office and stuff. But luckily, the prime minister wasn't there that day, so he didn't get hurt. And CNN says that it was 8 people that died there, but several more got hurt from, yeah. And there was actually a lady that got something in her forehead, like a big stick, so she almost looked like a unicorn. And she survived. And after that, he went to that island about 20 miles outside of Oslo. He was dressed as a policeman, so he tricked the people there. And it was a political youth camp. It was the youth party to the party that just got attacked in Norway, or in Oslo. He was dressed as a policeman, so he tricked the people there into thinking that he was doing a safety check, like after the attack and stuff. And so he started shooting them, and he lined them up and executed them. And he also walked around on the island and shot them. And there was people hiding everywhere. A lot of people swam away, but it was pretty far away. So I mean, most of them, or some of them probably can't swim, or at least that long in the water was ice cold too. So and also a lot of them survived by hiding different places on the island. And I actually knew a guy that was killed there on that island. He was from my town. He and his family, his mom was my old counselor at my middle school, and his dad was the principal at my middle school. So they're all pretty known in our town, and they were pretty involved in our town and stuff. So we got very, the whole town, even though it was only one person, my town is pretty small. It's bigger than Plains, but it's still small. So we were all pretty shaken up about it. And there was also a couple of people from my neighbor town that died there. And also a lot of people got hurt. And I also know a guy that survived, and he was shot in his head. So his eye got he has a glass eye now, because it was obviously removed. And he was shot those 2 fingers off, and I think it was shot in his shoulder too. But luckily he survived. And I didn't know anyone that was killed by the bomb there, but it was still a lot of people that was hurt there. Yeah, and the Telegraph says that April 16, 2012, that was when the trial started. The man who did this, he said that he admitted to the acts but not to criminal guilt. And his final prison sentence was he gets 21 years in prison now. that's the longest you can get in Norway. We don't have the death sentence or a lifetime, but because he killed, on the island, he killed 69 people. So in total, there was 77 people that was killed. And because he killed so many people and hurt so many people, he'll probably stay in either prison or like a mental facility or something for the rest of his life. And there's been a lot of discussion on the choices made by the police when they came over to that island, because there was maybe around 10 policemen, and they only had a tiny boat, so it went pretty slow, and people are saying that they could have like stopped it earlier, so a lot of people didn't get killed or hurt. Personally, I don't like those discussions. I think they're stupid, because it's just what happened, and Norway wasn't prepared at all for this, because it was the worst attack since World War II. So I just think those discussions are unnecessary. And also some of the stereotypes that was made before we got to know about the man that did this was that immediately some people thought that he was a Muslim or from the Middle East, and a lot of people didn't believe that he was Norwegian. So that's one of the stereotypes that kind of maybe is a result from either 9/11 and a lot of other attacks made by and people immediately thought that it was Al-Qaeda. Yeah, so that's a stereotype that is a result of that. And like I said, my town grieved for a long time. And Norway as a country too. There was close to that building, there was like a big just ocean of roses and flowers and drawings and pictures and just a bunch of stuff. And that was probably there for several weeks until someone took it away. And there's also close to that building now, there's a heart that stands there. And it has a quote on it, which I'm gonna say soon. And yeah, but after that we came closer together, and we're more prepared now for later attacks like that. There's more security on like camps like that. Yeah, and so in conclusion, July 22nd was truly our 9/11. We came together after that, even though we lost so many of our loved ones. And with that, I'd like to close with this quote made by a girl named Hedda Gunnestad. A couple of days after this, she posted it on Twitter, and and that's the quote that stands on that arc in Oslo now, and it's very popular. And if one man can show so much hate, think